now while I talk about this. Hey, hi, hello. I spent way too long trying to figure this out. Here, let me close this. Open this. Don't do that. Export this. Share. Copy that link. Close that. Okay. Yeah, so I after the after last week's Resident Evil 4 stream, I'm like, you know what? Actually, legitimately, I don't want to play this again. We'll get back to it eventually, I mean, but like in terms of next stream, I'm like, I want a break. I want to take a break from this. It is so stressful. We're just gonna do that. Okay. It's such a stressful game. I'm having such a difficult time with it. I'm like, I need a break physically. I can't keep doing this. Oh, I know what I was doing. So we're not playing Resident Evil today. We're not doing that. Instead, I had a couple of drawings that I was working on that I'm like, I would like to just sit down and like work on these a little bit more actually, because they're fun, and one of them's almost done and I want to just finish that. There we go. And so we're gonna do that, but the problem was that in the past, I haven't done a ton of drawing streams, but when I have, I would sit at my desk, and which is already a bad idea because I have like 3 huge windows right in front of my desk, so I think my laptop tends to get more overheated right there because it's just all the heat and sunlight like right on it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about tags. Whatever. Stop. I'm tagging it anyways. Goodbye. It's in the ether now. My method before was like, oh, my laptop's already like really hot and I don't want to put like too much strain on it. So instead of trying to figure out how to set up music playing in the background, I would just put it on my TV through YouTube and just turn the volume really loud so that the mic could pick it up. And it actually kind of worked well, but I'm like, I don't like it being too loud. So okay. Here's the conundrum, however. So instead of doing that, I decided I was gonna learn how to set up to get a YouTube video in the back playing, and this is it right now. And you can see it's I thought there was like a description that you could put when you set up a Twitch stream, but there was no description section. So I'm putting it here now so you can see the credits and like who uploaded this and stuff. But this whole channel is like copyright free stuff, and it's pretty good. I think a lot of this guy, and I think he has like another band too. And I'm like, I should probably check that out. Pay my service as a user of this copyright free music. But yeah, this is White Bat Audio, and they do a bunch of copyright-free music, and it's a lot of like synthwave and stuff. A lot of it is like dark synthwave, and it's not like super what I'm into. But this one sounds nice, and it's like 3 hours, so we're doing this one. He has like a handful of like shorter, just like single songs on there too on the channel. And they're good. I like them. What the heck was I doing? I don't know. Oh, okay. So, freaking... now the conundrum for me, now that I have this set up, and by the way, if you saw me set up stream like a few minutes ago, no you didn't. I booted up stream and then like started talking and was like, wait a minute, like the bars to show like my volume and to like show my waveform or whatever, they're just like not there anymore for like anything other than browser source. So I had to figure out what that was for. I think because I changed settings, I just have my microphone plugged in and not going through like all the other cables that I had before. The system just like did not know what to do, and it just set this and my game capture as like some default string of numbers or whatever. So it just did not detect that my microphone was there anymore. So I had to go and manually switch that, and now it works. Oh my god. This looks disgusting. I'm looking at my Spotify for the first time in like months. And I'm like, freaking, can you give me my albums? No, not my albums, my playlists. I want my playlists. Because so the issue with this, and I don't know how to fix it, is that you guys can hear the browser source. You guys can hear the music playing. I checked it to make sure, because I opened up stream on my phone. But I cannot hear anything. I can see the waveform moving. I can hear it when I open it up on my phone, but I cannot hear it from my headphones, from my point of view. And that sucks. That's lame. What was I looking for? I know what I was looking for. I found it. It's there. It's all of my... Well, I don't know about that. But what should be a lot of my video game music in one little playlist. And then some, I guess. There we go. Okay, and now I... Sorry, but also not sorry for the delay. I don't care. You don't care. And then I can open up chat right there. And I did it. It's there. Can you go sideways? You can't go sideways. Okay, that's cool. Alright, piss babies. We're drawing today. Now that I've finally got things set up. But yeah, here's the music. When I upload this on YouTube, I'll have it in the description. Can you sit, please? That would be pretty cool. No? Okay, that's cool too, I guess. Yeah. Alright. And I'm leaving the inspect tab open so that in theory if something explodes I can rush it in there and remedy it, but I need to turn the freaking... I almost forgot. I'm like, I actually need to turn the screen capture back on. There we go. Here we are. Oh, this thing. Oh, I love this thing. I wish I could use this thing. Freaking... Okay, before I start drawing, I want to say this was a VTuber, or not a VTuber, but a PNG tuber that I made when I was getting ready to do that. And I'm like, oh, I made a one for Resident Evil first, and then I made like just this regular default one, and I didn't do the like mouth or eyes changes yet, but I really like the style, and I like how I did it and stuff. And I like the shading and the coloring and stuff on it, and the line art is really cool, and I wanted to brag about it, but I literally can't use it because if you weren't aware, I tried out this one. I made this PNG tuber to use for Resident Evil stream a while ago, and I was really happy with it. Like, I shaded it and colored it well, and again, I like the style of line art that I did, but when I tried to actually use it, it just kind of made everything explode. And so, to the point where, like, the entirety of the stream was ruined, and I had to re-record that. Like, I had to redo everything in the next stream. Because my laptop just cannot, like, process the freaking What? Okay. Wait. Okay, anyways, whatever. Oh god, I gotta dig through my bookmarks real quick because I wanted to talk about this. This is a drawing this is a draw this in your style that I was working on just for fun. Oh, here it is. I can't put the image, but like, because it's on my phone and it's not on my laptop. And I just, anyway, Chururi is the Twitter user that is doing a draw this in your style. Is his name Cupid? I don't think it is. His name is Agape. Yeah. So yeah, this is not my character. This is just a draw your style that I'm doing that I thought it would be fun to work on. And I'm like, oh, I'm like almost done with this. I should like finish it actually instead of just letting it sit there forever. Because there was another one I started working on a long time ago and I just like never finished it. But I really liked how I tried a different brush for it and everything. And this thing's already, oh, that's already getting warm. It's fine, we're okay, it's fine. It's cool. Anyway. Oh my god, the screen is really warm. Okay, so if things like explode or something, oops, what? I already labeled my stream earlier. Kind of. I don't think there was anything I needed to label it with was the thing. So I'm like, oh, that's fine, it's whatever. We're gonna slide that over. Can I check this? No? That's cool too, I guess. Whatever. Anyways. We're gonna do some drawing. Okay, so I wanted to like... I think the like overall character's done. I just wanted to do like a funky little background. And I didn't care about like putting him in a specific place. I just wanted to make a funky little background. And it's probably gonna be like horrendous, but I don't really care. But I also need to find my reference image. Because I think in certain images he has like a halo. I don't know how far back is this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's got a halo and it's like rainbowy and looking and stuff. But I didn't really like, I didn't know how to like just incorporate, like I don't know, I didn't want to just put a halo like right there. I have this on a different thingy also. No. There's the filter. I'm mixed on the filter currently. But anyways. Yeah, the halo just looks like a mix of like just colors. There's like yellow, blue, and magenta in there with like white. And like some variations is like a, I don't know, like a yellow, like a light teal-ish, I guess. So here's the thing, I don't know what I want to do for the background. We'll just try colors. We'll just figure some stuff out. Oh, I want to switch to my other brush actually. What a terrible color choice. See, this whole picture is very like pink heavy with like some blue here and there, so I feel like the background should be more like blue actually. Part of me is like, oh, do it green because complementary, but no, actually, I don't think I will. Seeing like that was the base blue that I'm using. So I want to try like, oh, you know what? Maybe we'll do more of like a violet actually. How does this one work? Too bright in my opinion. Seeing like, I feel like it should be a bit more like neutral probably. I don't like that either. I think I liked this one more. Cause it still like leaned blue. But it's very purple. This is literally my process, by the way. It's just trying different colors and being like, okay, does this look good? No? Okay, keep going then, I guess. And then I'm kind of in like an experimenting phase right now. So my current my current process in terms of brush choice is just like open up the paint folder, see what's in there that looks good. What's this one? What does this one do? Okay, this is like watercolor. Okay, and wait, I kind of like that actually. Hold up. We might actually just do this. I'm gonna lower the size a little bit, but oh man. I guess we're just doing the background in one layer. And then I'll take that darker pink, I guess. Okay, yeah, this is the watercolor brush. I'm listening to Scott the Woz right now. This pretty baller. And then we'll layer more of the yellow, I guess. Yeah, this is literally my painting process right now. It's just like, it's whatever. What happens, happens, man. I kind of like this watercolor brush, though. I used it for the, like, when I did the gym leader Sona thing a little bit ago, I made that a very, like, watercolor heavy piece. Because I really liked, I thought it was a good idea. Because, like, oh, they're a water type user, so it makes sense to do like watercolors. And then I like built their personality around like, oh well, they like doing watercolor and stuff because it's supposed to be a Sona. So I think we need to lower that a little bit. And now it's Earthbound music, so that's cool. What a like harsh difference between this and like the I don't actually think I need, looking back at it, I don't think this is well, and I need to make it more saturated too. I have it way too unsaturated. I think I need to use the base colors more and not, I need to lighten it more. Because right now I'm just going off of that gold that I have, but gold is, at least how I use it, is a very like it's like less saturated, it's like darker. I think this blue is like a good highlight. Yeah, that's looking pretty bad. Can I smear this? Can I just like destroy this? Oh, don't crash on me, please. Thank you. Much appreciated. Uh-oh. I've yet to play Earthbound, but I do have it on my 3DS. That's one that I would love to play for stream, but it's on my 3DS. So that's inherently an issue because I don't have a way to record footage. I have an idea. Where did it go? There we go. Yeah, we're not doing that. Never mind. I think I need to do this on a separate layer too. You know what? I'm trying to be like, oh, I need to create separation. I literally don't care. Whatever. This whole thing is pink, so we're going with more pink. I just do not care. And I think the halo needs to be a separate. It needs to be a separate layer. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna get it like mixed in with other stuff and like have to keep messing with things. You know what? Oh, I used this brush. I like turned the size way down, but I remember I used this brush. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Is this Cynthia's boss fight? I think it is. Hold on. No, let me check. Yep. I have a specific playlist on Spotify for I set it as like, oh, to work to and stuff because there's no lyrics or anything. But then I put freaking Cynthia's music in here as if it's not an absolute banger. Like, what is wrong with me? And then, oh, here we go. And then, oh, I could probably get like a reflective thing going on. And then we'll do this a little bit for like some blending. Okay, this I like a lot more actually. It fits more with the rest of the style. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe not. At first I was like, uh-oh, it's looking a little laggy, but I think that's just this brush is weird. It's just trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'll make that more white. And then bust this side. Yep, there we go. And can I get some yellow hints in there, please? And it sucks because like there isn't a whole lot of yellow here, just period. I want to include it because it's like in the original a little bit. But I have to be like super sparing with it. But I also love yellow. That's pretty good, actually. I feel like I need to line it, though. I feel like it doesn't entirely match if I don't line it. So we'll just get that. And I don't remember the size that I used. This is Green Hill Zone now. I don't know how to feel about the thick outline, actually. That's why I can erase it, though. Whoops. See, and I think this one I did something similar to how I did it for the PNG tubers that I was working on, where I laid down like the thick outline first and then went back afterwards and kind of like sculpted it out a little bit. It like it's more time consuming, but it's something that like I've been doing a bit more recently because I like the look of it. I like the rougher look of like this one and like this brush and stuff. Yeah, where it's like stuff like this where I'm like slowly kind of like sculpting away at the line. But it's not like you get a little bit of that like gradation to it still, and I like that. Man, as much as like people like talk bad about Green Hill Zone all the time, it's such an iconic stage. I mean, specifically from like the original. Like, I feel like all the new iterations of Green Hill, it's like, well, that doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. I think because they try and like make changes to it. They're like, oh, well, it's Windy Hill. And it's like, if you're gonna do Green Hill again, just do Green Hill again. Don't try and like pretend like it's something different. Oh, what the heck is this? Theme of really cool bird. This is not, I did not set my playlist to shuffle. This is not on here. Anyway. Let me, no. Well, this still looks like it's doing okay. See, and I feel like part of why I didn't keep the halo originally was because I was like, oh, I wanted to like incorporate it in with the background and like make it kind of trippy looking or whatever. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that anymore. I don't think so. Because yeah, here it just kind of looks like a bunch of different colors like mashed together. To where it's like, it doesn't look like it's like necessarily reflecting off of anything. And I made it more blue here by comparison. It is not blue in the picture. I'm also very nervous about the hair, because like I don't have the original image here, but like not on my computer. I have it sitting next to me here, but the hair in the image looks like it looks stringy, like there isn't a texture applied to it. So I just kind of had to guess with it. And I went with like this kind of, I tried to do like kind of a tight coiled type texture, but there just isn't like a texture on the image. There isn't anything to it. Looks like gummy worms, kind of. Kind of looks like gummy worms. And I thought for a second too, I'm like, can I just like, could I actually give it like a real gummy worm texture? It's kind of funny, but no, I wanted to try and do like a coiled type texture. And I think I did it fine. I think the brush I used for the lighting might have been too like soft. I do really like how, specifically right here, I like how the scales came out though, because that was like a texture brush that I put down. I put this pink color on in the background first with like a with like, not this brush that I have, but like a similar one to it that I use a lot. And then I did the like scale texture in like this like light pink, and then I lightly did it over with the original pink. And I really like how it came out right there. I think it's okay here. It's kind of flat. I really like how it came out here though. Yeah, it's kind of flat in some places, and I know people say like, oh, use the liquify tool to like play around with and I'm like, it literally makes it so blurry though. It gets super blurry when I try and do that, so I just don't. Carving away at this a bit more. I don't like it all that much. So yeah, I hope I did the hair okay. I don't think I did it. I don't know. I think it's fine. What else? Oh, I think it's just the background I have left. Because everything else I've applied like some kind of like lighting and stuff too, and shading. It's very messy in a lot of places. Like this is that brush that I like using. You can, but I kind of like the messier feel to it, at least for this one. Just because I did that with the line art, so I feel like the shading should match. What the heck am I gonna do for the background? What the heck? I don't even know. And man, oh man, I wish I didn't have to keep switching on my phone between reference image and chat. I mean, there isn't anyone in there anyways right now, but still. Oh, it's the Earthbound. No, it's not Earthbound. It's the moon from DuckTales. I'm like, oh, that's the Earthbound meme. That's not. It's not even from Earthbound. It's from DuckTales. Hey, I hit recording, right? It's the wrong one. Yeah, we're recording. Okay. Whoops. What is this? I see 10 messages. Skip frames. Oh, cool. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna look at the freaking thing. It's telling me like tons of skipped frames. 98, 100, 99, 99, 99, 98. Okay, that's not cool, actually. In all honesty, I really don't care for this one though. I'm gonna check this real quick. I'm gonna see how horrific it is. Can you stop, please? I mean, for now, I'm just gonna have to like leave it open while I'm working on this, I guess. Because yeah, now I'm at the part where I'm just me talking about noticing the thing and like, stop. I might as well just use this brush. I'm gonna. Now I gotta clean them up. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for this background though. Oh, this does not look bad. Like, it looks kind of choppy, but nothing like how it was that one time. Okay, well, I mean, it's like you guys saw my cursor move like a little bit, like right here, but otherwise it moves a little bit and then certain colors disappear and then I'm like, okay, you know, it's whatever. It's not like totally unwatchable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's too that's too loud. Okay. Back to this then. I don't really care. Like, this is being recorded so that I can post it later. So that it doesn't become, like, lost media in the ether or whatever. But I don't really care, honestly, about this one. Like, this isn't something that I'm gonna be like, oh, I would like to, like, edit this at some point. That is the wrong layer. Can you... There we go. Yeah. It's not a horrific idea, actually. No, actually, not horrific, but I don't super care for it. Wait, what does this do? That is multiply, so it just makes things not super cool. No, where is the liquefy guy? Where he at? I think... I know this isn't it, but I want to find out. I'd rather not. Effects? Here's pixelate. We can pixelate this. Ah, now it looks censored. Can I increase this, please? Oh, okay, that... No, I didn't want that. Well, if this character had something to do with, like, digital stuff, that would be cool, but no. What the heck is this? We're just gonna find things out now. Lighten. This is color dodge. Is this liquefy? No, this is a whole separate brush. Oh, that's the, like, okay. I don't know what this is. Copy. And other copy. This is not what I need. Digital? Can you not? Please, thank you. Is this liquefy? It looks a blender smear. I mean, I guess. Oh. This is distort, move, and distort, shrink. Experimental webs. Distort, grow. Clone tool? I don't know what that is. I've been using Krita for a while, and some of these tools I'm like, I do not know what you do. Or it just has been like, I'll try it out and be like, this does not... Oh no. We're gonna be at this for a while. Yeah, this is gonna be a while. I guess I should check on chat. I don't think anyone's in here, but like, just because I don't like not being able to see it. And I gotta wait for this, so. Are you done? See, I don't know, there's something about it. I like the squigglies. However, if I wanted to change the color of this, I think we might have some issues. Because yeah, I think the white is too much. I think it needs to be something else. Because there's just already too much white in this picture to where, like, it doesn't help anything pop. So, I don't know. Let's try... Oz Coconut Mall. Hell yeah. Can I... Let's go back. Does this help anything? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Alright, so we got about 30 minutes until that finishes. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? Or I guess me talk about, Twitch is a weird place, man. They got some weird, they got some weird videos popping up in my recommended. I like that, actually. I like how it's looking so far. We just gotta wait like 2 more hours for it to finish. But anyway. Oh, you know what I need to do is like, I talked about it last time when I came back with Resident Evil, where I was like, oh, I took some time to like play the game again, and like I shaved like an hour off of my time because I just had a better understanding of the game. And I found myself enjoying it more after I had, like, taken the time to do my usual, like, I need to research this to understand it better and stuff. Because on one hand, I'm like, oh, I need to go into these games, like, kind of blind, I feel like. It'll be more of an experience together or whatever. And, like, look where that got me. So I'm like, I need to just do my regular, like, I'm just going to do a bunch of research about this game and like kind of obsess over it a little bit. And like when I did, I found myself like way more interested in it because I had a better understanding of how things worked, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I like how that works. And I think it's really cool. And yeah, other things. But yeah, like, I think I just need to play around in the game some more. And, like, get, like, because I think a lot of my frustration with the game was, like, I don't understand the play style it wants from me, because I know that it has a specific way that it wants me to do things, but I don't know what that is. And because it's my first Resident Evil game and it's the first time I'm like doing something like this, I'm like, it expects me to like already be kind of knowledgeable about what to do, and I'm just not. I just do not have that experience that it expects from me. So yeah, I feel like the best thing that happened was me just like finally like digging into the systems of the game and trying to understand it more, and then being like, oh, okay, this is how this works, and that's how that works, and okay. So I felt more confident going into the game afterwards. And then things exploded again, and I think I got stuck again last time. I don't remember what on. Oh, it was the cat, because I'm in the castle now, and it's just the freaking. They're diving more into the whole this entire game as an escort mission, with like, oh, we need to like separate you from Ashley now, but you need to protect her from a distance, but also you're being assaulted, and I didn't care for that personally. See, now that I'm here and I'm looking at it, I think the pink did a better job separating things. Aw, man. Alright, let's just throw that back on then. I ran out of freaking undos. But yeah. So, I mean, maybe I'll go back to Resident Evil next time, but I want to, try doing the, and I probably won't do it on stream, but I want to try doing the, I'm thinking, I want to try doing that shooting minigame again some more, like on my own time. But also, I don't know what bottle caps are for. He gave me a bottle cap. And I'm like, what? I was like genuinely shocked that it was in the original game. I thought it was something that they added for the new game, because the reward for the new game is, there's a little like capsule gacha machine, and you can get little keychains for your briefcase that give you like stat increases. Like you can get certain money on, like, or like discounts on certain things, or like higher likelihood of finding like green herbs or something. So it's like useful little perks that you can get, but I'm like, those were not in the original, I don't think. What are you talking about? So I did not think the shooting minigame was in the original. I was very surprised, and at first I was very delighted, because I'm like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. However, the difference between what I would imagine playing the game on like a nice computer and being able to aim with mouse is way different from a GameCube controller. And I like the GameCube controller. It's just, I feel like the stick is a little like stiff sometimes, to where like it's hard to make little movements. Was it in textures? Yep, there it is. I'm like, at this point, this drawing reminds me of a friend of mine who has like a very like pink Y2K aesthetic and stuff. And I think it's really cool, and I'm like, I need to just channel that energy in this piece. Oh my god, what if I got rid of the streak and just did this? I mean, kind of. See, like, now I'm afraid it's, like, feeling too busy and stuff. And you know what? Can we slap this on? That's pretty good, actually. See, I'm not sure why I put yellow in there. But there's just yellow in there, because the setting is on this like this pink right here, for this brush. I don't know why I did yellow. I want to, let's see, what are you on? You're on Softlight SVG. Can I duplicate you? Turn your opacity up. Turn you to normal. Color pick. And delete. And then slap a new layer on there. And then just fill that up. And then now let's play with some more layers. I mean, it only burns my retinas a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. This is literally my process. Oh wait, that I actually kind of like that. Again, a little bright. I like that one. I like it on multiply. I think multiply and overlay are very different but very good. I think I like overlay more. Cause it unifies everything a lot more. Yeah, there are some layers on here that I'm like, I've never heard of this. I want to use this more. I don't know what the heck it did, but I want to use that layer more. I want to do more of like a collage style. I mean, I've been wanting to try like a lot of different styles, but like, I'm like, I want to try and do more like collage type stuff and like multimedia. Cause I'm like, I do all these like painting, and I like doing like, I like having a lot of different like creative hobbies, and like, when I get frustrated with like one type of medium, then I can just go move on to something else. And I think we've made our decision. Yeah, I think it's overlay. Multiply's good, but I like overlay more. I know it's harder to see on the eyes, but I think I like it more. And it's that little difference with the overlay, the layer right here. This one's soft light. I like it. I like it for like, it makes the skin more saturated. Cause I know there's always that like, oh, like layers can sometimes not be good because it can lighten the skin too much, but I think it makes it more saturated here. I don't think it really lightens it. It's just more pink. And I feel like that's like, it makes everything more saturated, and I like that actually. I feel like the only thing it doesn't really touch is the blue. And then like a lot of the white is too light to really see that difference in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mark this with eye strain, but I actually really like it. Yeah, again, the hair makes me nervous just because I know drawing black hair can be an iffy thing, but the reference seriously does not have any texture to it. And this just happened. This was just when I was drawing it. That was just like the natural flow that my hand went, and I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like it actually. I don't know. I still have it like on a separate layer if I need to go back, but I also don't know what I would really do to it. And I got oh, this screen is really really warm. I don't know. Like it's more, I guess it's more like stringy, and like it reminds me of like gummy worms But here I've got it more like poofy. Because my thought is like, oh, it's like coiled, I guess. Well, not coiled, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'll let it sit. I'll let it sit for a while and then I'll decide. And I'll probably look up some more like reference images and stuff of like black hairstyles. Because it is something that I need to draw more of. For now, I think this one's pretty good. I'm gonna sit on the hair idea. I'm gonna play around with some different ones, I think. But this, I wanted to get like the bulk of it done. I think I like looked at some other people's too, of like how did they do it. And some people just didn't do it textured either because it's not textured on there. I'm like, that's fair. But anyway, I got a 25-minute ad earlier for, I don't even remember what it was. Was it a church thing? Victory Life, yeah, okay. Victory Life Church broadcast with Pastor Dwayne Sheriff. His last name is Sheriff. Yeah. What is this? Oh, I know what that is. Now I'm just like looking through my camera roll and getting distracted. Oh, did I need to check the... No, go back. Go back. Go back. I think I went on Twitch to check on chat again and then like... I just didn't. I got distracted by something else. Yeah. Yeah, it's giving on me... It's giving me a lot of error messages still, but... I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I think this one's fine. Yeah, I'm dead. When I post this, the actual photo, I'm gonna have to mark it as eye strain. Because that's pretty bright. So we'll save that. And then I'll sleep on the hair. I like it personally, but I don't know if I need to make it more accurate to the image. So we'll set that aside for now. And then, whoa, look at this cool PNG tuber. I don't remember if I started recording when I opened this. But here it is eventually. There it is. Yeah, I really wish I could have used this. I wish so bad I could have used it. I really like how it came out. I spent like all morning on this one day. Just to find out that my computer is just not compatible with the software. There's just no way. Like, I think it's fine when I get a bunch of skip frames while I'm like drawing, because like who cares as long as you still see the image. But when I'm actually playing a game, it's like, oh yeah, you do need to see like what's happening actually and not just the end result. But I do like it. I'm still holding on to it. Eventually one day I can use it maybe, but it came out really good. I like it. I would have used it for this today, actually, but I cannot. Actually, no, I think I would have had a different one for drawing. But that would have just been like my base default one or whatever. And then this will open eventually. Here we go. And then these I started a while ago, and I've been like chipping away at them here and there, but... didn't come out great. Okay, so here's the thing with these. Can you let me... There we go. Oh, that's Okay. Wait. Oh, I understand. Okay. Okay, so with these, I literally just found, like, I think the salty DK down art retweet account was just like, post your Fursonas, and then a bunch of people did, and I'm like, hey, what if Animal Crossing? And then here we are. And I actually, this is something I've been working on for a while, because like I did this a while ago. Where is it? There they are. And I made them very like model accurate a while ago, and I looked at it and I'm like, these freaking suck. I hate these. I held on to them for a while before I posted them, and then I did, and I'm like, I'm not tagging anybody. And for whatever reason, everybody found it. Literally everybody found the post, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? The one time I post something and I'm like, I don't want people to see this actually. Literally everybody found it, and like 3 people followed me for it. And I'm like, oh, I don't understand. I'm sorry. And they haven't unfollowed yet for whatever reason, I don't know. But this thing keeps telling me it's skipping frames, but I am just not looking. So yeah, this was the original on model set, and then a lot of people like reacted very positively to it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I need to do more of these because people liked them and they want me to add their characters. But I decided for the next set, because I didn't want to like hate it when I made it. I didn't want to like make another set of things that I hate. I'm like, we're doing a model update. We're doing these more according to my style and how I want to do them. And fun fact, I don't think I said it in the original post, but these are all one layer. The freaking, like, I did the outlines in dark blue first, like really extra thick, and then I colored over, I put the colors over it, and then lowered opacity and did like the shading and stuff over that. In like a dark blue, so it wouldn't mess with the line art or anything. So this is all one layer, except for the background. The background is a separate layer right there. But yeah, these are all one layer. And I was like kind of really happy about that. I'm like, that actually came out like pretty good. And part of why I did it like that and with this style is so it could kind of get that 3D feel a little bit more. And it didn't like fully land or anything, but I feel like in some places, like right here, like with the nose and like the hat right here and stuff, it came out like really good. It's just a lot of other places it didn't. And then again, like the Animal Crossing style is just so stiff, and I tried to stay on model with it so much that I ended up just not liking it. So instead, we got these, and I try to do like more expressive poses. I'm doing more off model. I'm doing I'm not sticking to, I would rather not drop my laptop on the floor. I'm going outside the bounds of basic Animal Crossing species, where I'm like, it's just anything. It is literally anything. Also, freaking Claire's chose what is it? Pangolin. That's what it was. Because I did research for this next set. I didn't really do a lot of research for the previous set, but for the redo, I'm like, okay, we're like actually gonna research these. And some people actually did, like, I would find like a thread where someone like Gerber here mentioned like, oh, I like beagles and Sarah likes bears, although we already know that because of her whole branding. Or like other people like Mal and Claire did freaking like Sonic characters or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, then I could just use that then. And then there are other people that just like never freaking have said anything about like a favorite animal or one they connect to. So I'm like, okay, Hannah over here's a squirrel because I don't know. I don't know, but I like her pose. I like how I did her here. So yeah, so these are freaking in order. It's Salty, Jess, Mal, Claire, Sarah, Gerber, Mikey, Pasty, and then Hannah. And this is all. These are. I guess you could consider these like Friendluck character Boysona whatever Animal Crossing crossover. I don't really care. It didn't intend to be a Friendluck thing, but like. There just happens to be a broad overlap between people who are on Friendluck and people who have Boysonas. So, and I would be absolutely down to do like fan Boysona sets, because I like working on these. It just, I think the research process is just what I hate, because it's so like, the answer could be buried in like a thread from 5 years ago, or it could be posted like today. I have no idea, and I don't want to stalk people's social medias just to figure out what their favorite animal is. So okay, and I think looking at Salties again, I want to redo it actually, because this was the first one I did, and I'm like I don't know. I actually almost changed his, because when the, there we go. So we're gonna lower that a little bit. When the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog came out, and he was like, oh, I love quokkas now. I'm like, uh-oh, do I need to change this to a quokka? See, the last one you guys saw me like just coloring. Now you get to see me my process with sketching. I don't like that actually. I'm like trying to trace over it, but also not trace over it. And the funny thing about my sketches is that they look absolutely incomprehensible. See, I think I want more of a head tilt. And I don't know why, but I have a phase of like doing freaking like the square eyes. Also, white pupils are goated. For the longest time I'm like, what is it about the black 2 white 2 protagonists that I'm like, I really like those characters. I don't know what it is about. It's because they're freaking white pupils. I don't know, I like the white pupils. It really adds something. And that something is incredible wonder and peak game design. Actually, I actually don't know how good I can say like Black 2 and White 2 are. I know like Black and White had a very like, it's renowned for its characters, but I don't think Black 2 and White 2 had that same depth to it. Oh man. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash on me, please. Bandicoot month is over. Now it's Chemical Plant playing, and I friggin' love Chemical Plant. You changed my freaking brush, dude. What the bingus? See, and I think I want to kind of... I don't know why I like the bend like that. Oh, but yeah, Chemical Plant Zone is goated. I don't care who you are. This shit's hot. Probably just the one. I feel like the split tail is kind of like unnatural. I like this more. I like the shape more. I like the shorter legs. He's more like guy shaped. He's more little guy shaped. I don't mean to contribute to the ooification. I really don't. It just is. He's just a little guy. See, was there a specific penguin that I had in my list? I don't think so. But also, where on earth did I put that information? I don't know. I do not know. Oh my god. Look at all these links I have saved. For all these cool Pokemon ROMs. There's so many games that I want to play, but I'm like, they're exclusive to computer. And I don't think I can do that physically. I don't think my laptop can handle it. See, and you would think it would be in my note labeled Animal Crossing, but that was just from when I was playing Animal Crossing. Is it in my everything list? It is. I don't know why it's in there, but it is. Nope, I just put penguin. I didn't put a specific... I did not put a specific penguin. That's lame. But also, I've done this so many times, you would think that I would just know at this point, like, which penguin I was doing. Because I feel like I've tried to rework the design a number of times. Is there a specific one that I need? It's not Emperor Penguin. Oh, it's Chinstrap. I was doing Chinstrap Penguin. Because the Chinstrap Penguin is like all white on like the front and then just black on like the back of the body and stuff and like back of the flippers. How's the music doing over here? Are we doing okay? I know it's only like, it's supposed to be like 3 hours. So, let me close my settings now that I don't need that anymore. And let me close. I thought for a second that was playing. Because I had to open up the, I had to open up my web browser again. So that I could, oh, would you look at that? The inspect is gone. I love when it does that. That's so cool. I'm just gonna close chat right there. I don't care. So I have it open on my phone, so it doesn't really matter. Browser source. Can you let me interact, please? See, See, even though it says interact, it doesn't, I don't know, it's not super responsive. Like, it gave me an ad, because it's a YouTube video. It tried giving me an ad, and I just, like, could not hit the skip button. I could not hit any buttons. I could scroll a little bit, but not really. And that I could pause it if I hit anywhere on the video, but I could not skip the ad. You know what's funny is, like, I dedicated, like, the first hour of my Resident Evil stream specifically to, like, just catch up and, like, talk about stuff. What is this? Rolling down the street in my... Wait a minute. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Oh my god, the song is so good. No, okay, because when I was looking for music, like, a long time ago, I don't even think it was when I was looking for emblem music. It was just music in general to listen to. A song I found was Rolling Down the Street in My Katamari, and it's so good. It's by Fear of Dark, and it just showed up on my Spotify playlist. I think I thought about using this for, the, like, when the credits roll or whatever, and I think I did find a song to use for that, but I'm not sure, because I started filling out a list of, like, music that I wanted to use. No, add to my Mana computer. That's my electric, not electric, but, like, digitized whatever playlist. Like, I have a lot of Talkbox stuff in there by Carson Elliott, and it's really good. No, but this song is, like, actually really good. Go listen to it, like, right now, immediately. This is, like, legitimately, this is, like, the kind of music that I freaking love. It's so good. It's that, like, it's chiptune, and it's, like, it's got great vibes to it. Am I gonna make this my line art? Oh, I have to do the thing that artists are required to do by law. I gotta flip it to check it. It looks pretty good, actually. It looks pretty good, actually. Oh no, I'm gonna be at work, like, all day tomorrow. And I'm gonna be, like, constantly at work. I'm, like, tapping on stuff and, like, not humming, but I'm, like, tapping. I'm just, like, constantly tapping on things because I have music in my head, like, all the time. And this is gonna plague me, like, all day. It's so good, though. I've now made the bow so big that you can't see anything on his neck. But it's okay. I guess we're gonna lower the opacity of that and make that, just go over that for... Oh yeah, I guess I could talk about things. Work is good. They have me down for a shit ton of hours. I only get, like, this week and next week, I only have one day off. And it's like, oh, that's a lot. But I also don't, like, entirely mind. I like where I'm at. Dad, stop changing the colors. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now. I like a lot of the people that I work with. And it's just a very, like, positive environment. That being said, it is still retail. So there are absolutely people that still hella bug. And I won't go into any specifics, but, like, Also, like, it doesn't really bother me, honestly. I don't want to give you a vacant stare. So we're gonna move this over a little bit. I didn't move it over at all, actually. Footwork is pretty good, but yeah, I'm like not able to stream pretty much more than once a week right now, just because my schedule's just so packed. Am I gonna make myself listen to that song again? Yes. Bet your ass I am. It's just really good. I like it. It gives me fond memories of like that era. Like quarantine was terrible, but also like there were parts of it that were like a positive experience. It's both good and bad to be like trapped in a room, trapped in your house for like a year or two. Definitely not a thing that you should do like on the regular, but I think I just liked that it gave me more control over like my routine and stuff. And it was like, oh, I don't have to like get up at 5 in.the.morning and go drive like 30 to 40 minutes to get to school and then sit through lecture at specific times and like spend hours of my day either driving or waiting for like a class to start or waiting for the right time to go and like structuring my schedule around like waiting for things. See, I think I used, when I did my PNG tuber, I think I used this brush and just like erased away at it. Can you not, buddy? Thank you. Yeah, originally I was like, oh, we'll do like a blend of like of like the Animal Crossing style and like my style, and I'm like, no, actually I don't think we will. I think we're doing whatever I want to do because this is my drawing. See, and I'm making it too angled. I think I just have to like but also I'm like, oh, I'm really zoomed in. I don't like that. Stop. So sorry to anybody that's messaging in chat right now, by the way. I can't see any of it. I don't like just leaving chat hanging like that, but also it's just a little inaccessible to me right now. Originally I was gonna open up my I was trying to open up my old my iPad mini, and I was like gonna get Twitch, and I got Twitch on that, and it was like, you can't use this app because you're like behind in the current version, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. Anyway, so I tried to go to Twitch through the web browser, and it just like did not. It just was not doing anything. Like, it got there, but it didn't give me an option to like pull up chat or anything. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I think it's just not compatible with what I'm doing, because my I don't remember whose mini this was. I think it was my dad's, and he because then he got a bigger iPad to take like notes on and stuff. Whoa, what if I listen to it a third time? This is not this is not acceptable. Okay, I don't actually like the way that's coming out entirely. Did I ever mention the one time that I listened to a song, like, originally I was like, oh, we'll just like loop this a couple of times, and it's like a regular, like, 3-ish minute song. I'm like, oh, we'll just loop this a couple times while I do this task real quick, and then I'll change it. And then an hour goes by. I don't remember what task I was doing. I think I was taking a picture. I think I was gonna try and take a picture for my my painting class, because it was online. So I had to submit things, just like taking a picture of them, which is terrible, and don't do that. If you're taking a physical drawing class, like painting or something, especially if it's I took color theory online. Don't it's terrible, because it depends a lot on like what your like what your camera is, like what your camera quality is and stuff, but it's just gonna look different from how it does like in real life. I think a lot of the time, for me, it came out like way brighter and lighter in the photo. So I would be like shutting all the blinds in my room, and it would like still be too light. And I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I'm seeing. So yeah, it's a nightmare. If you can avoid it, don't take... Online classes are really good if it's something that works for you, but there are just some classes that it just does not work with. It's funny because in the teaser I did... well, not teaser, but I zoomed in like right here, so that would have been Pasty and Hannah, and then I'm just like not working on them. I'll do that after I line this, then I'll move on, because I think their poses I am very like happy with. And then I'm like trying to just go like super thick with my lines so that I can just like sculpt it out afterwards. But then at the same time, I have to like kind of take it one step at a time, because when I start getting like too far, then it's like, oh, certain lines are like overlapping now, and you have to let go. They died 3 years ago, and it's not your fault. You have to let go. Too much time has passed, and you're letting it take hold of your life. so much so that it feels like you're living for them and the memory of them. And the you that remains is hardly even a you at all. The dogs are doing okay, by the way, for anyone curious. They still kind of hate each other. Like, they don't hate each other, but, like, they just have very different play styles because Nina, our new puppy, is very used to being surrounded by a lot of siblings who, like, play very aggressively, and Sadie did not grow up with that. Like, she had her siblings when they were first born, but that was like 11 years ago. As of today, it is 11 years ago that she was born. Today is her birthday, actually. So yeah, she didn't grow up around like other puppies or other dogs, really. I mean, the ones that she did know later on, like my grandma's dog Yuki, or my Mima's dog Maddie, the one that I actually babysat a while ago. I post pictures of the very large Pomeranian. They're not playful dogs. Yuki is very much like a grumpy old man, and Maddie is very like antisocial. Does not like other dogs, does not like to be around them. She only likes people. So she never grew up with other dogs that were like playful like how Nia is. And it's like, that sucks. So they just like do not want to get along. Okay, this is kind of goated actually. I'm kind of liking how this is looking. Like, what a pain to put together, but, like, once it finally hits, it really hits, honestly. I like the line variety of it, is the thing. You know what's funny is last night I got off work at closing. It was, like, after 10, and I was leaving the same time as the other cashier, and as we're like leaving and stuff, like I walk into the parking lot and then I turn around and see that they're still standing by the by the building, and I'm like, hey, are you waiting for someone to pick you up? And they're like, yeah. So I waited with them, and they were like, oh, aren't you like tired? And I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, I would rather wait out here with you and like make sure you don't get like murdered or something. Like, I don't care that like, oh, I'm tired or whatever. Like, I'm fine. And I'm like, it's funny that like they worried about that, because I proceeded to get home after 10 and then not go to bed until 12:30, because after I showered and scrambled into the kitchen to sneak some Cheez-Its because I realized I was hungry, my nose decided to have the worst nosebleed probably of my entire life. So I was sitting there for like 40 minutes just like so like tired and just defeated, and I'm like, I'm like, I don't even care about the Cheez-Its anymore. I just want to go to bed. I don't want to be here anymore. So despite being tired, it changed nothing. I could not go to bed until like way late. And it's kind of funny, but also like it really sucked. I was so frustrated. So yeah, kids, stay hydrated, because I think, and it's funny because my grandma apparently had a nosebleed too yesterday. So, and it's just a thing that like we both get it from if it's like really hot out and like we're kind of like not as hydrated as we should be. So yeah, I try to stay hydrated at work, but also I'm like, I don't want to have to like pee 50 million times. So instead I nosebleed. My night my nightmare is like getting a nosebleed at work. That would be horrible. But it's just so hot. I'm like, it could like feasibly happen. It is a legitimate concern. This is nice. I like this actually. I enjoy Resident Evil, but I forgot how much I like actually do enjoy these like quaint little drawing streams when there's like nothing on the line and I don't have to worry about like, oh, I would like to edit this footage down at some point and like make a video out of it, which freaking such a I just don't like editing currently. I don't like the process of sitting there and just listening to my voice. I think it's easier when, because eventually with soft luck, I like kind of got into a groove with it a little bit and like started to understand like, okay, these are the clips that I've narrowed it down to. This is the image that I'm going for. So here's what I need to do. But I don't like with EMLO that I'm just like, I have to sift through frame by frame. Like, I don't even know how many frames it is, but it's like several hundred, I think. Just sifting through frame by frame and like playing the same like audio clips over and over again just to be like, okay, did it sync up with this? Did it sync? Is that synced up? Did those align? I just don't care for it. I do not. I've been trying to like put background stuff on my TV, but I also have to make sure it's not stuff that I'm like gonna want to pay attention to. So I've just not been watching regular show lately. Which by the way, people freaking overhyped that freaking so on Twitter a clip from regular show was going around for a while. And it was of the whole, like, spoilers, I guess, but, like, it was the whole, like, Muscle Man's wedding thing, and Mordecai gives a speech, and I don't even remember, like, I think when the clip was going around, because a lot of times I was, like, somewhere where I'm like, oh, I can't, like, listen to audio right now, like, I don't even remember if I, like, actually watched the full clip when it was going around and was, like, being talked about and stuff. But people were just constantly like, oh, this is so bad. This is terrible. This is the worst. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. I'm not looking forward to that episode. And, like, then I got to it, and it wasn't that bad. Like, surprise, surprise, people are, like, overhyping and overhating something again, but, like, I'm like, this, it's, like, it's cringe and it's bad and he shouldn't have done that, but they, like, I feel like people gave it this energy, like, oh, he ruined the wedding. Like, no, he went on perfectly fine after that. He's just a douchebag. Mordecai is, like, should not be in a relationship, I'm sorry, but it's true. He's not mature enough to, like, handle a relationship. And it's like, oh, he gets, like, nervous and stuff. It's like, well, he freaking look at what he said. Look at what he said. Look at what he did. Saying, like, I don't know who my soulmate is. And it's like, as you've got two girls essentially fighting over you in the same room and being like, I don't know which one of you to choose. And it's like, obviously CJ's gonna dump him. Because that signals out loud. He told on himself. That's like, I genuinely don't know how I feel about this person that definitely has feelings for me and that I've definitely had a history of liking and had a history with in general. I don't know how to feel about them compared to you, the person I'm dating. But legitimately, I don't like Mordecai's whole, like, here's what I realized. Mordecai is the Ross Geller essentially, where he is intended to be like the main character, and like, oh, we follow him and his struggles, like even though there's the rest of the cast too, like he's the main one. And like Rigby and all the others are side characters to him and his stories. I'm like, cool, I don't care. He's my least favorite character. Everyone else is more interesting than him. Because it's just a lot of Ross and Mordecai, actually, they're both very like relationship focused characters. Like a lot of their stories are focused on relationships and stuff, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I just don't care. So it's funny that like that wedding episode was where Rigby finally came out and was like, oh, Eileen and I have been dating for a long time. And it's like, yeah, like it's funny how like they did there was an episode a while before that where it was like very obvious that like they were dating, even though we didn't see them like hold hands or kiss or anything. Like Eileen wasn't even really in that episode. I think it was it was the one where Eileen won the flat screen TV. So Rigby had Mordecai and CJ take it to Eileen's apartment so that they could set it up and like be a surprise for her. And he's like, oh yeah, here's the key to her apartment. I know where she hides it. And like, I don't know what this song is, but it's banging. Oh my god. Pink Sand. Well, I think we need to add this. No, don't. There we go. And he keeps bringing up the stuff like, oh, that's Eileen's terrible roommate, and he just like knows all these things about her and stuff. And like even like here and there in like other episodes, like especially Mordecai centered relationship episodes, where it's just like little things that you see where it's like it's clear that they like are really into each other and like they like each other, but they don't like make that like forefront and center. And it's like, if you weren't paying attention, if you were just focused on all the Mordecai stuff, then yeah, you wouldn't have noticed. But like they have a really like nice relationship. I think like Rigby is like messy and selfish, but like he is like a genuinely good character. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Regular Show. I've been watching a lot of Regular Show for a while. I got really into it, but now that I'm editing, I'm like, I can't watch it. Damn it. Hold on. See, and originally I threw a sweater on this guy, but I don't know if I want to do that now, actually. But yeah, Regular Show is a good show, and it was one of those shows that like it was around, like it was on when I was of age to be like watching Cartoon Network all the time, and like I remember my cousin really liked it, but it was just something that I'm like, I don't like the style of it. It looks like an adult. I don't like it. Ew. It's bad. And now I'm like, this is like actually a really good show and I'm enjoying it. And yeah. I've been like trying to like force myself to watch new things. But also trying not to like talk about it at all, because when you get, I feel like, okay, maybe this is probably just a me thing or whatever, but I feel like watching media, at least to me, is like a very personal thing, and like I want to take the time to like watch it and experience it and like form my own opinions. I don't like someone else being there and like informing my opinions with like or interjecting like their thoughts or anything. It's like, no, let me experience it. Let me form my thoughts and then we can talk about it afterwards maybe. But it's like, this is an experience that I want to have. And I don't need you, I don't want other people there influencing it, because a lot of this stuff is just subjective. Like I could be like if I experienced regular show with someone else and they'd be like, oh, I don't like that episode, or I don't like how much filler's in the show, and it's like, okay, and like it's like, this should not affect me. That's you and your own thoughts. I don't like this probably doesn't make any sense, but I feel like it's a lot of like, I think it's just the effect of like fandom stuff and like watching people like get heated over things, and I'm like, I just want to be able to like this or like experience it and form my own opinions on like whether or not I like it or like how I feel about it, and not have a bunch of people like scream about if it's good or not, or if it's acceptable or not, or what. Like, I just don't care. So I try to be very like to myself about like what I'm watching and like how I feel about it and stuff, because I'm like, I don't want other people involved. This is a me thing that I'm trying to do for me. But I guess I've always been very like, I don't feel connected to like a community or whatever. Like, I've never been into Pride or whatever. I went to the parade and then the festival with some friends this year, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care about Pride. I do not. Like, it's just a bunch of floats going by. I don't think there's any parade I would necessarily care for. It's just like cars going by and they're like, oh, these politicians love you and they definitely wouldn't ditch you by the side of the road. Definitely not. No way. We love you and your tax dollars. And it's not even a like, oh, it's too commercial. It's like, I don't care if it's commercial. I like the commercialization. Because then I get to go to the festival and buy a bunch of cute earrings. But specifically from like local people though. Because and it sucks just because of like poor timing and stuff, and like certain things ran longer than we expected, but I didn't actually really get the time to like look around and stuff how I wanted to. That was my regret, is I think I did like pass by someone or like a stand and I'm like, oh, wait, are those cute earrings? I want to look at those, but I just did not have the time. So I want to go back next year with some friends, but we're just like skipping the parade. I'm like, I do not care. But yeah, like otherwise it was fun. Like I liked being there with my friends. It ended up feeling rushed, kind of. At the end, because I'm like, I feel like the festival is what I really wanted to do, but because we spent so much time at the parade because we thought it would end sooner than it actually did, it was like, oh, well, there goes that then, I guess. I feel like the elbow came out way too far. But also it's supposed to be wings, like... But I think we're gonna... We're gonna rein that in a little bit. Pretty good, actually. Okay, let's take up the sketch now. Oh yeah, I actually really like that. I feel like it's a little big, so I can like shrink it down a little bit. I feel like I want to fit all these guys into like their respective boxes and then shrink the backgrounds a little bit afterwards. I mean, I fear what that might do a little bit to the quality, but that's pretty good, actually. I actually really like it. Yeah, it's 4:41. I spent a lot of time on these. Let me check. How's stream doing? Skipped frames 47% over the last 2 minutes. Yeah, it's sending me like 16 error messages. Wait. Oh, hi Weaslink. I don't know when you got here. I haven't been looking at chat, but what am I drawing? I'm drawing some little funny guys, but as Animal Crossing characters. Okay, so now I'll actually leave chat open and hopefully it won't. Oh, Legend of Zelda music. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to check. Is the music still functioning? I think it is. Come on. Yeah. Oh, we're just barely hitting the 2-hour mark. Okay. But yeah, I'm drawing some funny little Animal Crossing guys. You know, I feel like these two backgrounds I want to change. But we'll get to that when we get to backgrounds. Is like the last thing on my mind right now. Okay, so let me pull up the rest of them. Is that Mr. Sodium Chloride Donkey Kong Daniel, or have I just been watching him a bit too much? No, that is him. He's just a penguin. There he is. I actually really like how I stylized him in this one. I think I need to... I'll leave the sketch on there, and I'll just dogpile all the sketches on there, on that layer, but here's the rest of them that I need to do. We'll do... For the sake of... because I posted them in the teaser earlier, we'll do Pasty next. I think I need to get rid of the background. Yeah, there we go, because I'm like, I just cannot see it. Oh yeah, I've got music playing in the background on my... You have no clue how long I've been waiting to use that. Hell yeah. I've got music set up playing in the background. I figured out how to do that finally. The only issue is I can't listen to it as long as it's playing on stream. So I have my own music going through Spotify from my phone. I don't know what song this is. I know it's Sonic, but I don't know what song this is. It's like really hot in here, but I don't care. okay, actually, I do want to put that back on then. Whoa. I'll clean that up a little bit more later. We gotta do pasty because I teased him in the screenshot earlier before I went live, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't touched him at all. We'll lighten that up a little bit more, lighten a bit more, and then do that. I can't really hear the music because I have a fan going. Oh, okay. It's just like synthwave, like chill synthwave stuff. I turned it like really low down because it like was really loud at first. Yeah, let's do this. I can turn it up I'll turn it up a little bit actually. I feel like some of the earlier tracks were like really loud though. Okay. And then we'll swap back over here. Actually, let me... I try and like check back on it, on that tab every now and again, because I'm like, sure would be very, very on brand of YouTube to just like throw an ad in the middle. It's like super loud. Also, speaking of Sonic, I beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles today. Aw, sick. That looks like a really like fun one to play. I would like to play though. I would like to play like all of the original trilogy at some point. I like the look and feel of them. Also, there is yeah, I think I can just go right over this actually. So growing up, my grandma had a Sega Genesis with like certain games preloaded onto it already. Like, I don't think there was a cartridge in it. I think it was just one of those like I don't know if it's necessarily, I guess it is kind of considered plug and play. I died on the final boss so many times because they don't give you a fucking ring after the first time you die, so you have to fucking do it no hit. Oh my god. Oh, so you have to do it like one, it's either like one shot or it gets like stupid hard. Okay, less excited about that then, but like man, those earlier games really are just like brutal. Freaking it's nuts. And I feel like a lot of them did that originally because of like arcades and stuff, and like, oh, it needs to be hard because like otherwise it's a short game and you'll just blow through it in no time, in like a few quarters or whatever. But then that just like carried over and people just couldn't stop doing it. Actually, no. I'll cut this down first. Oh, but yeah, my grandma had a like a Sega Genesis with like games preloaded on it, and one of those games was the original Sonic the Hedgehog. And I remember, because like we'd had that game for so long, and one day I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna beat this game today, like actually. And we were like all like I was in the room playing it with all my cousins, like they were crowded around me watching and stuff. As I made it, I was the first one to ever make it to Labyrinth Zone. Yeah, because none of us had ever made it to Labyrinth Zone because we're a bunch of like kids or whatever. And then, I was like doing good on lives and like it was going pretty well. And then one of my little cousins comes running into the room like full speed. I don't even know what she was doing. She must have been playing with another of the younger cousins. I have a lot of cousins, and she just came running into the room. And it's like a plug and play situation, like it's a wired controller. So she just rammed right into the controller and knocked the system on the ground, and it like shut off. And I was so upset. I was so mad. And it doesn't work anymore. It just stopped working after that because it took such a nasty fall. I was so mad. I'm like, this is like a major part of my childhood, and it just got destroyed like right in front of my eyes, and I'm so pissed about it. I'm playing the Sonic Origins version, so I didn't have to worry about lives. Oh, that's good. Lava Reef Zone Act 2 looks so awesome. I'll take your word for it. I don't have the original games. I would like to get those at some point, but you know, I think there's like a local I have no idea what song is playing right now. There's a local like vintage game store by my house, and I want to say they had like Sonic Gems collection recently available. I don't know if it's still there, but I feel like that one had at least like some games from the original Sonic trilogy, because like the original trilogy is like, I feel like it's very accessible, except for maybe Sonic 3 Knuckles. I feel like that one's harder to get because of like licensing or something, but I don't know. But I'm like, okay, they like slapped Sonic 1 and probably 2 on like a lot of things, I feel like, so it shouldn't be that hard to get access to it. I just don't end up having it. I do, however, actually, I take it back. I do have Sonic 2. Oh my god, I think I have Sonic 3 also, maybe. On the, is it Sonic Gem? Oh, it's Sonic Gem. Okay, so it's Mega Collection that I'm thinking they might have at the store. But I have Sonic Gems Collection, and they do have Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. I remember booting it up one day because I'm like, oh yeah, there's Sonic 2 on here. And I boot up and it was like black and white. Totally different game. I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah, Sega didn't put Sonic 3 Knuckles onto anything unless they have to. Yeah, I think, because I feel like that was the one that like Michael Jackson was rumoredly on it, and so it was like licensing issues, and I'm like, that sucks. That's lame. Sonic 3 was my first Sonic game. That seems like a pretty good one to have as like your first, because I feel like that's one that like a lot of people consider like peak original Sonic. I like the original too. I just never finished it. I would like to have that experience. No, actually, I think I'll leave that open. Man, I wish my phone would stop going dim every like 2 seconds. The one thing that stuck with me is that mushroom zone at the start of the game. Oh yeah! Okay. So I have touched that game then. I get at least Sonic 2, but I feel like I remember Mushroom Zone, because my friend has the like, I think it's like the Genesis like plug and play type thing, not the one that my grandma had, but like the one that has like a bunch of games on it and stuff, like 64 games in one or whatever, you know, like what the NES Classic was essentially, and like how other companies try to do the same thing. So I remember we did try and like play a Sonic game together for a little bit. I don't think it lasted very long, but I remember playing the hell out of it on my Wii, but never able to get past the first zone because I was a non-epic gamer. They had it on the Wii? Unless that was the Mega Collection for GameCube. But yeah, I mean, they really were taking any chance to put like other Sonic games on it, but yeah. We're just gonna slap a bunch of thick lines on that, and I think I need to increase this a little bit more actually, just so I can kind of beat the shit out of it. Same goes with Mega Man 10. The only one I could beat on that one was Sheep Man. Sheep Man. I've never played a Mega Man game in my life, but I feel like Sheep Man would be my favorite entirely for the name. But yeah, like I've been wanting to I've been trying to expand my taste, my experience with shows. I need to do that with games too, and I've been trying to. I've got I've been picking up games here and there that I can, but I feel like Mega Man would be a good one to try. Oh, you know what? I got Star Fox on before the eShop closed. I got it on the Wii U. I think that one would be a good one to stream. Part of me is like, no, just keep going with Resident Evil until you finish it and stuff. And then, like, I would probably want to do, like, the Mercenaries and, like, the extra stuff on stream too. I would just, like, take a break from it, maybe. But I'm like, I should take a break from it in general and, like, play other games too, because it's a lot. Yeah, I think I put like 16 hours into that game already. At least like as like what's recorded on the saves. And we're not even on the second disc, so I'm like, okay, I need to stop touching this for a little bit. Yeah. I wish my phone screen wouldn't go dark after like 2 seconds. That would be really cool. And then this I could just color in. No. Wrong one. Yeah, that's good actually, because I don't want to. I'll do the pupils after. How many of Salty's friends are furries? Well, just Pasty that I know of. But because I think on the art retweet account, it was like a while ago, it was like months ago, but there was a post that's like, everybody send in your I almost said personas. Send in your personas. And I think I had Animal Crossing on my mind for whatever reason, and I'm like, hey, what if we just like take a bunch of these funky little guys and like make them into little Animal Crossing characters? Because I remember, like, I saw Mal post hers, and, like, you know, like, Pasty and Gerber's are well known, and then Mikey's is there. Hannah posted hers. So I just thought it would be, like, a fun little thing to do. And I actually did this set a while ago, and then I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Persona. I don't know anything about the Persona games. But yeah. So this set is actually done already. I did it a long time ago, and then I posted it reluctantly because I'm like, I don't like how this looks. And then, despite tagging absolutely 0 people in it and mentioning nobody in it, everybody somehow found it and like really liked it and stuff. So I'm like, I guess I have to do more of these. But yeah, I'm fixing the original set because I don't like it. I think I need to up that a little bit more.
So yeah, I think Pasty is the only like officially known furry, but I won't miss an opportunity to give a bunch of people Fursonas because I don't know, it's just fun. Like, what is that line? No, I think we'll keep it like that. I think we'll keep it like flat. You know what this kind of reminds me of is like a almost Paper Mario-esque like style. I've played one Paper Mario game because like, oh, I think my cousin like talked highly of it because he played Thousand Year Door and he's like, yeah, it's really good. And I'm like, oh, I'll try a Paper Mario game, and I got it and it was Sticker Star. Sticker Star is not a good game. It's quite bad actually. It is not. I never finished it actually. It's just not good. Can I get some bends in that, please? Thank you. Persona would be a very different game if they went for Fursonas instead. They should do that. Can we get can we get a spin-off, please? I know Persona is supposed to be the spin-off, but can we get a Persona spin-off that's just Fursona? Do they? Because, like, I know it's like, oh, these monsters that, like, represent your psyche or something like that, but it's like, do any of them have, like, Fursonas? Are any of their Fursonas? Because I feel like with 5 games, they should have done that by now. Like, what a missed opportunity. Do I have Cynthia's Battle on my playlist twice? No, this is Black and White. I don't know why I thought this was Cynthia. God, this style is like so time consuming to do, and I have to like be patient with it and like go piece by piece to not like create a horrific outcome. But like, man, I do actually really like it. I wish my phone would stop turning off. What would the game even be about? It would be the same game, I think, but everybody is Beastars, I guess? Or everyone's Personas are just their Fursonas. Oh, you know what it could be like? Is the Bloody Roar. It'd be like that game where it's just like, it's just these people that just turn into like were-whatevers, like were-rabbit, were-wolf, were-tiger, just all these different things to fight. I remember watching like a massive video on it and just like the whole series and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I don't know if the games were necessarily good fighting games, but they were interesting in what they in terms of like character design and stuff. And story, I think. I remember the story being like kind of all over the place. I like all the jagged edges because he's Mr. Edgy Wolf. Hell yeah. I very much like this like jagged kind of. I like the jaggedness, and I like the difference, like the vast differences in like line weight and stuff. I don't know, it's very nice to look at, and it's also very fun to do for me. It just sucks that it like takes longer, and I don't think this is like something that I could do as like a regular style, like to do this for like the animated or like drawn parts of like videos. I don't think I could do that feasibly, but for like illustrations, like portraits and stuff, I think it would work really well. I was thinking instead of summoning a manifestation of their true self, they just summon their furry. I was like, yeah, exactly. Like, and they still try and be like, oh, it's a manifestation of your true self, and it's just like a rabbit with like really big boobs. And it's like, listen, it's Mike and Melissa. It just becomes Mike and Melissa. Where like some guy just like summons his like furry character and just starts like hitting on her. Let's see. So I keep switching sizes and then forgetting that I switched sizes for the brush, and I'm like, that sucks. It's not the size that I want, and I have to go and fix it, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna cover it more. We're just gonna fill this in a bunch, and then I'll fix it. Let's see. Probably go this. Yeah, that works. Let me check on the stream again. 21 notifications on skipped frames? That's pretty cool. Can we make it to 100? I don't remember how far it went on that Resident Evil stream, but I remember it was like, I think I opened it up at some point and it was just like 71 notifications. I'm like, oh, okay. Because it tells me like every 2 minutes like how many frames it's dropped. So yeah. It's kind of funny, actually. It's kind of funny. I don't know what song this is. And this needs to... There we go. I'm like, if we're gonna have like a big chunk right there, then it needs to be like preceded and followed by like a really light section. This song is... Oh, Dreamscaping by Fear of Dark. Fear of Dark is a good... I recommend that band / person. I don't know. There was a song that was on earlier on my playlist. Not on the one on stream, but on my Spotify playlist. That just like shot me back to 2020. When I was like looking at like lots of different music and stuff. And I just remember, I'm like, wait a minute, this was like a really good song that I remember finding, and just like didn't save it, I guess, for whatever reason. So now I have it forever. Stop. Just by looking at the main character of Persona 5, what do you think his persona would be? I feel like... See, I don't know much about Persona, but I feel like, just looking at him, he's kind of a basic bitch who would want a wolf, but like a winged wolf. Because I think Arsene, I think is what it's called, his persona, has like wings or whatever. And I only know that because of the trailers for him in for Smash Brothers. But I think he has like wings or something. What happened? So I think he would be like basic about it and be like, oh, I want a black wolf. And then like it has wings, which gives me like warrior cat vibes. He would definitely like have had like a warrior cat OC if he was into that. See, is this too... This might be too thick. There is someone home, and my dog's freaking out. There we go. Okay, now we can get to the hands and open my phone back up. Don't switch brushes. You switched brushes. Why would you do that to me? Stop. Yeah, this thing is like, I think ever since I updated, because I'm using Krita, by the way, ever since I updated Krita to version 5, because I was sitting on 4 for a long time, and I'm like, 5 has been out for a while. Let me switch to 5. And then I think it pulls up this, or it's like more touch responsive, so it pulls up this whole wheel if I tap the screen. And on theory, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But in actuality, I'm like, oh, this is like kind of inconvenient to me. Does Pasty have a beanie or a wizard hat on? I feel like it should be both. I intended a beanie, but I feel like in actuality it should be like a hybrid both. I'm gonna put a little like star right there, so it's like a true wizard hat. I'll probably style it as the beanie, but like I feel like wizard hat would also be funny. Oh, Undella Town, let's go. I hear a thumping at the wall. I think that's the dog. Cause it's so like our new dog Nina, she's very happy. And also is just like super clumsy. And just like you could like gently push her and she'll just like completely flop over and just like throw her body on the ground so that she can like roll over and get her tummy rubbed or whatever. So sometimes I'll just like hear a thud next to my room because she's just decided to like lay down and like throw her body against the wall. It's kind of funny though. I know Pasty, Salty, Gerber, and Binjo, but who are the rest? So there's Jess, Salty's girlfriend. Okay. I'll wait till you return then. Because and her I only included because she has a voice on, and I'm like, oh, that would be cute, actually. I did see a post where like she posted a picture and she was all, Derek said this is my my Fursona and it's a sloth. Because originally she was a rabbit in the original set. So I'm like, well, now I have to change it to a sloth, and I kind of like that a lot, actually. So now she's a sloth, and it's actually really cute, and I like how it came out. What song is this? For me. Melty Molten Galaxy. Oh, that's Mario Galaxy. I've never played Mario Galaxy. I've never been a huge Mario fan, honestly. Like, I liked Odyssey when I played it, but I think Sonic games have always had more of a personality that appealed to me. And I think that's honestly like why Sonic has survived despite like commercial failings and such. Is like there's just a personality to him that like people like, even when he's like poorly written, there's still like an energy that people like about him. Dang it. Okay, there we go. this is pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to go in a few minutes. And Weaslink isn't back yet, so I'll explain a little bit, and then this will just be recorded. Hold on. Actually, yeah, I'll leave the thing. So there's Salty DK Dan, his girlfriend Jess, because she has a boysona, and I thought it'd be cute to include her. Mal, and I'll tag them all when I post it too. But she does good art. I like her art. Claire, I also like her art. I think Mal is Bubbled Tea Dreams on social media. Claire's City Streets. There's Sarah from Sarah Stitchery. She doesn't have a boysona, but I thought that she did. And again, I guess this technically became a Friendlock centered thing because this is all the people on Friendlock. Gerber, Pasty, sorry to anyone who's motion sickness, Mikey, and then Hannah, who runs the art retweet account and does voice acting. There they all are. I have a whole other set that I haven't even touched yet, but I'm I want to work on the finals for these guys, because they're pretty much done. I just wanted to start slapping that line art on. I'm thinking, because I'm almost there. So I'll probably just finish up Pasty right here, and then we'll call it. I gotta go and eat dinner soon, man. So now I have to remember to accentuate certain lines and thicken things up. So that I can go back to it. And then clean it up more. Because otherwise I'm oh, we'll just do the line. It's no. No, it's not how this works. You gotta do the line, but huge. There we go. That's super huge. Way too huge. That's too small by comparison. Here we go. And then I'll try and get I should have the VOD up for this on YouTube by the end of tonight or whatever. Because it usually, because I record these, it usually doesn't take that long. Thank God. Before it seriously used to take me 8 hours. I'm this sucks. I hate this. I would have to just not do it. I would have to pick a day to just sit and not where I knew I wasn't going to be using my computer, so that I could just let it sit and try to render this monstrous freaking file. I sneezed, but you didn't get to hear that. You gotta go to my OnlyFans for that. I'm kidding, kidding, I swear. Oh, you're back? Okay. So there's Salty, Jess, Mallory, Claire, and these are all, except for Jess, these are all people that have been on Friendlock. Sarah, Gerber, Mikey, Pasty, and then Hannah, who runs the art retweet account. Jess is the only one who hasn't been on Friendlock, but she has a voice on it, and I just thought it would be cute to include her. I think I want to do this one right here. So yeah, and then I have another. This is only the first sheet because the concept behind this was like, oh, I could print these out and make like little stickers, not to like sell obviously, but just for like me to use because I like sticking things on my wall and stuff. And I know how to make stickers by hand. And usually I do it in a way to where like I'll use double-sided tape. Hold on. I'm going to leave in like a few minutes, like right now. Also Sadie's here. Hi, Sadie. Hi, Mimi.
Sure.
Let me just clean this up right here. And then I'm like legitimately, I originally wanted to stream this one because I wanted a break from Resident Evil, but two because I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to like work on these things that I haven't been working on because I've been trying to edit and stuff. But I might actually keep working on this afterwards too because it's fun and I like it. All right, and there we go. This is all that we've done today other than the other drawing, but still. So I gotta run. I gotta get out of here. Sadie, calm down, man. Chill. So we're gonna close that and open this. And I'm gonna leave now. So farewell, Weaslink. Have a nice night. Thank you to all the future people who will maybe watch this eventually. I don't know when I'm streaming again. I haven't looked at my schedule, but I'll post all about it or whatever when the time comes. So bye.